So let us start with the chapter of staffing. And today we are going to complete with the importance of staffing, the steps in the staffing process, and some of the aspects of staffing. As you know, that in the process of management, after organizing function, the third step is staffing. And we have to understand the meaning of staffing. Staffing means the filling the vacant job positions in the organization. What does staffing means? Staffing means appointment of employees on the posts that was created in the organizing function. आपने ऑर्गेनाइजिंग फंक्शन में वेरियस पोस्ट्स क्रिएट की थी, उन पोस्ट पे आपने ड्यूटीज असाइन की थी, लेकिन जब तक कि उस पर ह्यूमन बींग नहीं आएंगे तब तक उन ड्यूटीज को परफॉर्म कौन करेगा. सो स्टाफिंग फंक्शन इज related to appointment or filling the vacant job positions with the personnel, with the employees, with the human being. And it has certain points which reveals its importance, its significance, its need. So the first one in that is staffing results in obtaining competent personnel. There is a long process of staffing, and that process helps us to get only the competent personnels, only the competent employees, only the competent human resource. क्योंकि जो इतना लंबा प्रोसेस है उसमें हर स्टेप पे हम उनको स्क्रूटनाइज करते हैं. वी चेक वेदर दिस पर्सन इज केपेबल, एफिशिएंट, एलिजिबल for this particular post or not. So we get the competent personnel through this staffing function. Secondly, it results in continuous survival and growth of the organization. Without the employees, the survival and growth both will become a challenging situation, or it will become a difficult, because without human being, without the staff, without the employees, without the personnel, without the human resource who will work in the organization, how you will be able to survive in this competitive world without the employees? So obviously staffing results in a continuous survival and growth of the organization, and a competent workforce results in higher performance, because staffing also includes training and development. The staffing process also includes one step known as training and development. With the training and development, the performance of the employees gets improved, their skills get developed. So staffing also results in higher performance. Then there will be optimum utilization of resources, optimum utilization of human resource, because staffing function is directly concerned with human resource management. How to make effective use of human resource, that is meant by staffing. So with the proper implementation of staffing function, the manager and the organization able to achieve the optimum utilization of human resource. What does optimum utilization of human resource mean? Optimum utilization of human resource means to appoint as number of employees as much required. Neither it should result in overstaffing, nor it should result in shortages of staff. And each employee should work to its greatest efficiency and prosperity. This is included in optimum utilization of human resource. अगर एक पर्सन के अंदर कैपेबिलिटी है, but just due to lack of training he is not able to perform to the best of his capability, now it is whose responsibility to provide training to that employee so that he will be able to perform its best. It is the responsibility of management to provide training to all its employees, and providing training is a part of staffing function only. So with the proper implementation of staffing function, we will be able to achieve optimum utilization of human resource. After that, it also results in job satisfaction, or it improves the job satisfaction of the employees, among the employees, because when you will provide training to the employees, their morale will be boosted up. when you will provide development chances to the employees like promotion, etc., high pay, salary, bonuses, allowances, that will again boost up the morale of the employees. It will improve the satisfaction level of the employees. It will bring a belongingness among the employees towards the organization. एक एम्प्लॉय है, उसको आपने 5 साल काम करने के बाद में प्रमोशन दे दिया, सैलरी भी बढ़ा दी, तो वो क्यों छोड़ के जाएगा आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन? ही विल गेट सेटिस्फाइड. So this is also one of the importance of staffing, that it improves the job satisfaction of the employee. And lastly, there one more importance of staffing function, that is it helps in achieving organizational goals. The goals of the organization, the objectives of the organization can be achieved with the proper, efficient, effective, competent staff. एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ए है और दूसरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बी है, दोनों ने सेम ऑब्जेक्टिव रखे हैं, एक के पास में एफिशिएंट वर्कर्स हैं, दूसरे के पास में इनएफिशिएंट वर्कर्स हैं, हु विल बी एबल टू अचीव इट्स गोल्स? Obviously the organization who is having an efficient, competent workforce will be able to achieve its goals. So these are the 6 points revealing the importance, significance and need of staffing. I hope आप लोगों को सारे points recall हो पाए होंगे. In the same sequence, let us move to the next topic, that is the process of staffing. In the process of staffing, we do have certain steps. Many times when we ask a question, a simple question, that what are the steps, what is the first step in the staffing process, the students misconcept and answer it selection, but actually it is not. The first step in the staffing process is estimating manpower requirement. You will measure, you will prepare an estimate, you will calculate that what is the actual number of employees required in my organization. And that estimation of manpower requirement, the first step in the process of staffing, estimation of manpower requirement, includes further 2 steps. This is the first step, and it includes 2 functions to be performed. That is workload analysis and workforce analysis. What does workload analysis mean? Workload analysis means the total number of employees required in the organization, and workforce analysis means the total number of employees already available in the organization. तो सीधी बात है ना, मुझे अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जो वर्कलोड है, मेरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में टोटल वर्क है, उसे परफॉर्म करने के लिए 10 एम्प्लॉइज चाहिए और 7 मेरे पास वर्कफोर्स एनालिसिस में पता चला मेरे पास में 7 ऑलरेडी हैं, तो मुझे और कितने रिक्रूट करने हैं और कितने सर्च करने हैं न्यू एम्प्लॉइज? 3 employees are further required. So how will you estimate the manpower requirement? It will be estimated by performing 2 functions. That is, first of all, we will evaluate the workload so that we will be able to know the total number of employees required in the organization. After that, we will calculate the workforce, that is that already employees, number of employees already available in the organization, and the difference will provide us the actual number of requirements at a particular point of time. After estimating the manpower requirement, the second step that we have to perform is recruitment. What does recruitment mean? Recruitment mean search for the prospective employees. What does recruitment mean? Recruitment means search for the prospective employees, and that search can be done through various sources: internal sources, external sources, newspaper advertisement, web publishing. There are n number of ways how we can recruit the employees. But recruitment does not mean search for the employees, but recruitment means search for the prospective employees. What is the difference between a general employee and a prospective employee? Prospective employee means जो पोस्ट हमें वैकेंट है उस पोस्ट के लिए एलिजिबल कैंडिडेट सर्च करना. That is known as सर्च फॉर द प्रोस्पेक्टिव एम्प्लॉय. जब आप सर्च करेंगे तो आपको क्या होगा, बहुत सारी एप्लीकेशंस रिसीव होंगी और फिर आप उनको स्क्रूटनाइज करेंगे एंड यू विल सेलेक्ट द बेस्ट कैंडिडेट आउट ऑफ द total number of applications received. So the third step in the staffing process is selection, and selection do have its long process. 10 मिनट का काम नहीं है, सिलेक्शन बहुत लंबा प्रोसेस होता है. एक एम्प्लॉय को ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में अपॉइंट करने में हमें महीने 2 महीने का प्रोसेस अंडरटेक करना पड़ सकता है। पहले एस्टिमेशन प्रिपेयर करेंगे रिक्वायरमेंट का, देन वी विल गो फॉर द रिक्रूटमेंट, we will publish the advertisements, then we will conduct the interviews, we will take the trade test and all. It's again a long process. And after this final selection, process of staffing does not get over. After selection of an employee, we need to perform a function, fourth function, that is placement and orientation. What does placement mean? To tell the person this is your post and you have been appointed here, you have to sit here. That is placement. And orientation means to make the person familiar with the work environment. Word orientation is also known as what? Tell me the another name
Induction.
for orientation. Very good. Induction is the another name given to the orientation function. Orientation means to make the person familiar with the actual work environment. हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कहाँ पे रिक्रूटमेंट रूम है, कहाँ पे रेस्ट रूम है, कहाँ पे जनरल मैनेजर का चैम्बर है, तो पूरा उसको कितने बजे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ओपन होता है, कितने बजे क्लोज होता है, लंच टाइमिंग क्या है, कितने ड्यूरेशन का है, सारी पूरी चीज़ें उसको बताना, मेकिंग द पर्सन फैमिलियर with the work environment is known as orientation. After that comes the fifth step in the staffing function, that is he needs to provide adequate training at a periodical intervals, and he also need to give proper developmental chances in the form of promotion and all. After that there comes a step of preparation of performance appraisal. The sixth step is performance appraisal. It means to evaluate the performance of the employees. It should not be a general system in the organization to provide the promotion and increments in the salary to all the employees irrespective of their performance. The efficient employees should be rewarded better than the inefficient employees. जो रिलीजियसली अपनी वर्क परफॉर्म करते हैं, टाइमली हमेशा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में आते हैं, टाइमली वर्क सबमिट करते हैं, तो उनको कुछ बेनिफिट मिलना चाहिए, अदरवाइज दे विल गेट डीमोटिवेटेड कि एक जो दूसरा एम्प्लॉय है कभी टाइम पे नहीं आता है, कभी टाइम पे वर्क सबमिट नहीं करता है और उसके बावजूद भी उसको सेम प्रिविलेज मिल रहे हैं, तो फिर हम भी क्यों काम करें, दे विल गेट डीमोटिवेटेड. So there should be a performance appraisal and the efficient employee should be rewarded adequately. Then next comes is promotion and career planning. The employees who are efficient, जो performance appraisal में आपने महसूस किया that these employees are efficient, they should be provided adequate promotion chances. So they will get motivated, their morale will be boosted up. And even the compensation is also a part of staffing function only. And compensation does not mean some sort of reimbursement at the time of accident, but compensation means all pays and salaries given to an employee, whether in cash or in kind, for the uh, work or the sacrifice made by him in the organization. It includes wages and salaries in cash, perks and perquisites in kind, contribution to social security scheme, employers contribution to social security scheme, fringe benefits like free medical facilities, free educational facilities of the employee ward, free recreational facilities, free residential facilities. All these things, even after retirement benefits, all these things get included in the compensation part. So these are the total 8 steps included in the staffing process that has to be performed by every manager for his respective department. Normally staffing function is to be performed mainly over the middle level of management. I am just using the word mainly, however it has to be performed at each and every level of management, top, middle and lower, but mainly it is performed at the middle level of management for their respective departments. And These are the 8 steps that they have to perform. After that, if we talk about the aspects or elements, अगर एग्जाम में आपको एस्पेक्ट्स की जगह वर्ड एलिमेंट्स पूछ लिया जाए, व्हाट आर द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ स्टाफिंग, तो आप क्या आंसर करेंगे? तो भी आप यही आंसर करेंगे जो यहाँ पे लिखे हैं, दैट इज रिक्रूटमेंट,
Yes,
सिलेक्शन
sir.
एंड ट्रेनिंग. गलत लिख दिया. Just forgive me for the handwriting. Just try to understand it. Elements. Elements of staffing. Recruitment, selection, training. Recruitment means search for the prospective employees. This search can be made within the organization, that is internal recruitment, or outside the organization, that is external recruitment. Internal recruitment has three parts, that is select, that is transfer, promotion, and layoff. And external recruitment do have certain examples like advertisement, casual callers, then recommendations from the existing employees, contractors. We do have certain sources of external recruitment. Selection means a process which is actually negative in nature, because we do reject certain applications at the selection process, and it is a decision making process for an employee to be finally appointed on the post. That is called selection. Out of the total number of applications received, we finally make a decision that this is the most appropriate employee for this post. Is a selection step or function or element or aspect of staffing. And the last comes is training, so that the performance of an employee can be increased, raised. That is training. Training should be provided by the organization to all its employees. Again, the training can be of two types: on the job training and off the job training, where the person is working on the job and simultaneously with the salary he is also getting the training. That is known as on the job training. On the other side, off the job training means the person has been uh, given holiday from the job. He will first complete his training, after that he will be appointed over the job. That is known as off the job training. The on the job training is much more beneficial for the employees, because at that in that kind of training, the employees also gets some stipend and salary. But of the job training, the persons, the employees, the trainees do not get any stipend or salary. So on the job training and off the job training, two methods are there for training. So these are the total points of discussion for today. Next part of the chapter will be discussed by tomorrow. If you are having any sort of queries, any doubts, you may ask. Otherwise, till then, bye bye, take care, keep studying, keep be happy, and keep spreading happiness. Thank you.